Hello mga katokwa, sa wakas at tapos na rin ang ECQ. Nandito na tayo sa GCQ, kahit papano back to normal na tayo. Ibig sabihin yan, back to normal na rin ang mga bayarin. Kaya kailangan nating mag-update at mag-settle ng mga bayarin na naipon ng 3 buwan. Isa sa mga kailangan nating bayaran ay ang ating electric or Meralco bill. At ngayong araw na to, June 15, Monday, ito ang deadline or due date ng unang installment sa dinisain nilang 3-part installment ng ating Meralco bill. At dahil dyan, kailangan alamin muna natin, tama ba ang kanilang pagkakabil? Tama ba ang ating babayaran? At worth ba ito ng ating pera? Isa-isahin natin, okay? Ako si Middleman at ito ang Talk One Nights with Middleman. Okay, bago ang lahat, atin muna simulan kung magkano ang inyong dapat bayaran. I'm sure tayong lahat ay nakatanggap ng ganitong sulat mula sa Meralco. No? Pinrint ko lang ito so that I can easily erase yung mga important details, private details, and then never mind yung mga sulat-sulat na sulat kamay dyan sa gilid kasi ginawa ko lang siyang sulatan nung tumawag ako para mag-complain sa Meralco. Okay? So as you can see dito sa aming bill, it says original bill date, no? So yan yung mga March, April, May at ang mga kailangan namin bayaran ay 4,000 nung March, 4,000 plus again nung April, and then 8,177 nung May. For a grand total of, sabi ng Meralco, we owe them 16,620 point something, no? Tapos dahil sila ay mabait at nagbigay ng installment para hindi daw tayo mabigatan, hinati nila sa 4 na bayarin or 4 na installments. Yung una, babayaran ngayong araw na to, June 15, Lunes 2020. Ang susunod na installment ay sa July 15, 2020. Ang third installment sa August 15, 2020. And finally, sa September 15, 2020. Yun yung breakdown. So, supposedly, we are supposed, kami, no? Ako ay supposed to pay 4,155.09 for each of the installments na nakalagay dito sa sulat ng Meralco. Unfortunately, I do not agree with them, no, na ito yung kailangan kong bayaran dahil I made some common sense computation about our billing. At yan ang isi-share ko sa inyo ngayon. And I hope, sana tama, no? I'm not saying that what I did is correct. It's what I think is correct. And when I called up Meralco, sabi nila they will be sending out a team daw dito sa bahay to check and discuss my bill, no? Pero hanggang ngayon, it's been 4 days and no word from them whatsoever. Okay? I hope I'm not claiming this to be true. Again, this is a disclaimer. It's just my common sense kicking in. I think this is not the bill that I should be paying, no? Or the amount that I should be paying for my Meralco bill for our consumption for the past 3 months. Okay? I'll explain. Okay? Doon tayo sa first point. Okay, before I start explaining the common sense computation that I made, I want to state muna kung ano naman yung paliwanag ng Meralco, no, on how they build us, no. Nakalagay sa infographic nila, it says na dahil hindi nakapag-reading nung March and April, ibig sabihin they just estimated our consumption. So they base our consumption daw on our average consumption for the last 3 months prior to the billing date. For example, yung ating bill daw po ng March 2020 They computed it using our December bill, our January bill, and February bill, and then they average it all together to get the kilowatt hour average, and yun ang kanilang binil sa atin, no? In the same way, para sa ating April billing, since it's still ECQ by that time, hindi rin sila nakapag-reading, so they use our January bill plus yung ating February bill, tapos ginamit na nila yung kanilang estimated March estimated bill, and then they average it, and then that's how they got the April billing, supposedly. Okay? Pagdating ng May, finally they were able to make a meter reading na on May, no? And so our bill for May is reflected na raw doon sa meter reading na kanilang nabasa. Ibig sabihin, doon na nila binasa, hindi na sila nang hula, wala nang estimate for our bill sa May. Okay? Yan. Ang problema lang doon sa computation nila is yung estimated nila, meron pa raw adjustment yun. Ibig sabihin, since it's an estimated billing for March and estimated billing for April, yung mga kulang, for example, if their estimate is short of the consumption that we had, they would carry it over dun sa ating May billing. On top of the meter read during May, ipinatong pa yung adjustment ng March and April para syempre hindi sila malugi, no? And that is their explanation why our May bill is relatively higher compared to the other months of this year or the previous year. Kasi merong kasamang adjustment rate from the March and April estimated billing. Okay? Yan ang kanilang paliwanag. Okay, let's start with our March billing. Okay, it says here, can you see it? That's bill date is March 19, 2020. Meter reading is 19 March 2020. It's actually, we're already in ECQ by March 19. That's why they were not able to do the meter reading. No? Hindi sila nakapag-reading. And yun yung bill period niya, no? February 20 to 19 March 2020. Ito yung kanilang estimated na consumption ko daw. That's 407 kilowatt hour. That's worth what? 4,189.32 rather, no? So yan yung aking March bill daw according to the estimated 407. Di ba sabi ko kanina, kinuha nila yung December, January, and February bills ko and they average it and that is what they got. Okay. So, this is the front page of the billing for supposedly my estimated March consumption. No? Okay? Ngayon, ito yung likod niyan. No? I just printed it out. I just would like you to see, no, billing period, February 20 to 2020 to March 19, 2020. So, tama, no? Ang ating meter reading, di ba sabi nila hindi sila nakapag-read? Let's see, no? So, that's the previous reading, 0. Present reading, 0. Pero merong registered. That's 407 kilowatt hour, no? Ibig sabihin, hindi sila nag-reading. They made the computation, the estimate. And for March, that's 407 kilowatt hour. And it's worth, ayun na nga, no? That's 4,000 something. Kailangan bayaran for my March billing. Now, let's go to my supposed April bill of Meralco, okay? So, here it is. It says here, bill period 20 March to 19 April 2020, okay? And my supposed total kilowatt hour consumption is, yeah, that's 413, no? That's 413, 413. And I was supposed to pay the 4,273.08. And that is supposed to be my consumption, no? Again, that's the estimated consumption based on my previous months daw. Average last 3 months, that's January, February, and March, okay? So this is the back side of this particular bill. Billing period March 20 to April 19. And it says here in the meter number, they might be able to see the meter number, okay? So that's previous 0, present is 0, and then registered is 413 kilowatt hour. So that is supposedly our estimated consumption for the month of April. Nakita nyo, wala silang previous reading, walang present reading. The 413 is again the estimated average of my consumption for April. So in short, that's 4,273 plus 4,000 plus din kanina. So, yung 2 months is 8,000 na. Okay? Okay, finally, now let's go to our May billing. Okay? So, for our May bill, look. So, that's 8,000. The amount due is 8,177 daw. Whoa! That's because of the including the adjustments for April and March. And the total amount due is 16,620.37. Okay. It says here, due date May 30th, May 2020. Bill date is 19 May to bill date is 19 May 2020. Bill period is 20 April to 19 May. Tama? And then the total kilowatt hour is 821, no? Yan daw ang consumption. Because finally, they were able to make a reading for the May bill, for this bill. So that's 8,177. Okay. So let's go back to the back side of this bill. This is the back side. It says here, bill period, okay, clear yan, April 20th to May 19. And it says here, so that's 97518 previous reading, and the current reading is 98339, no? So ito yung present, ito yung previous reading. And the total registered, of course, if you subtract that, this amount, the present reading, dun sa previous reading, pag minus nyo po yan, if you subtract that, you will get 821 kilowatt hour. No? So, tama naman. So, ito yung previous reading, ito yung present reading, ito yung consumption. So, tama naman yung nakalagay dito, it's 821 kilowatt hour. So that's 8,177.97. Tama, no? Pero ito ang ating tanong. No? If you go back here, it says previous reading, no? Previous reading. Ibig sabihin po, using my common sense, they were not able to read our meters for the month of March and April, no? So if I'm not mistaken, yung tinatawag na previous reading, that's the last reading that they had way back in February. Tama po ba? Tapos ito pong ating present reading ngayon, last May, yan na yung actual na na-read nila na meter reading natin when they finally got to read our meters nung May, no? Nung nakapunta na sila, nakita nila yung metro, yan po yung nakita na nag-register sa metro namin. So, pag sinubtract mo yan, tama yan, 821, no? Kilowatt hour. Pero, ibig sabihin, yung 821 was not consumed nung May lang. No? So, this 821 kilowatt hour consumption represents the entire 3 months. Kasi ito pong previous reading is the last reading that they had way back February. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ang pinababayaran ni Meralco na 821 ay ang total consumption na namin for the past 3 months. Which is not surprising because there is no operation, no? There is no operation. We are not using as much energy or power dahil po walang makalabas, no? ECQ no? No activity. For everyone's information and reference, especially Meralco's, ito pong unit namin is a 2-story unit here in Quezon City, and our first floor unit is actually our business office, no? So there is no way, no, that we will be using 821 kilowatt hour without operations from our office downstairs. No? It has been totally shut down. We were not even opening the lights whatsoever. Totally closed for the past 3 months up to June 1st. No? Okay, so now my point is, if we just consumed 821 kilowatt hour for 3 months, and we are being charged 413 kilowatt hour for April, and then we are also being charged, okay, it's 407 kilowatt hour for March. So 407, that's 407 plus 413 of April, 413 for April na kanilang inestimate. So how much would that be, sirs and ma'ams and Meralco? That would be a total of 820 kilowatt hour just for 2 months, no? Ngayon, ang aming consumption pala is 821 kilowatt hours lang for the last 3 months. Then this May bill should only reflect 1 kilowatt hour instead of 821 kilowatt hour, because we paid 407 and 413 kilowatt hour respectively nung mga nakaraang 2 buwan na babayaran namin. Hindi pa siya nabayaran dahil lockdown, no? So dapat ito, ang i-reflect nito, dapat 1 kilowatt hour lang para maging total na 821 kilowatt hour. So, ibig sabihin, talagang lalabas, it's almost double kasi 407 kilowatt hour for March, 413 kilowatt hour for April. If you add that, it's 820. Tapos, yung 821 nilang reading for May, if my assumption is correct, that's the entire usage because it reflects the previous reading to the present reading. So, that's 1,641 kilowatt hour in total that they would like us to pay for the past 3 months. So, the 1,641 kilowatt hour, that's highly unlikely, as I've said, dahil shut down ang business. Now, we're not using power sa first level ng aming unit dito sa Quezon City. Yun lang ang gusto kong malaman sa Meralco. That's why I called them up and I'm seeking clarification on how they came up with this bill, how they computed it, because I based it on the meter reading that reflected on my May bill, which says 821 kilowatt hour from Feb, supposedly, I assume, up to May of 2020. And if that is my consumption, that should be the one that we should be paying for, and not 1,641 kilowatt hour. As what will happen if I adhere, kung susunod kami dun sa letter na tanggap namin, we will end up paying yung 1,641 kilowatt hour consumption, even if we did not use it. So, bago kayo magbayad, check your bills, check the last reading, the previous reading, and the present reading dun sa inyong May bill, and then check your other bills so that you will know if you are paying correctly dun sa you should be paying dahil sa consumption na inyong nagamit. Otherwise, you will end up paying more. And I did have questions, that's why I called. They did say that they will be sending out a team to go to our place, but up to this date, wala pa pong dumating. I'm eagerly waiting for it, and I will give you guys an update once I find out about the status of our complaint. So I hope I was able to be of service to you guys, kahit maliit lang, kahit papano. Kasi alam niyo naman, medyo mahirap ang buhay ngayon. Every peso count. Kaya gusto ko rin syempre na hindi tayo magbibigay o magbabayad ng higit pa sa dapat nating bayaran. And I'm sure Meralco is a responsible company as well. I do not want to insinuate anything bad or something. I do believe they're doing all their best to provide the best service possible for us, and I'm just crossing my fingers, and I hope that everything will be settled soon. Kung inyong nagustuhan ang inyong narinig o napanood, paki-like and share na lang po at click subscribe at follow us sa aming mga social media. Hanggang sa muli, ito si Medalman. Huwag kalimutan, magtanong, magsaliksik, maging mapanuri. Yan ang susi upang tayo'y maging tunay na mulat ng mga Pilipino. Salamat po at mabuhay ang Pilipinas.